What's going on, guys? What's cracking? You saw me moving the cars around there because today is the day for fuel, and you're probably wondering what's that to do with the car. Well, you see I still got Tony's car here. This car's pretty much done now. This car's up and running and good to go, right? So that car is good to go running. I've got it all back together here. I shouldn't say, I don't like saying right? So Tony and BB helped also. You know, I did a lot of stuff when they weren't here. Don't get me wrong, but they also helped too, and like they did a lot. You know, the last time they were, I screwed up. I actually put the dampener on. If I wouldn't have had BB to go run out and bring me a pooler, I would have been SOL or had to go buy one. He was nice enough to run down and get it for me. So I did the last little bits here, put the belts back on, put the fan, put fluid in it. The only thing left to do is like put his cosmetic stuff back on. You know, you guys, diffuser, his front and rear diffuser, his front bumper. He does have some exhaust leaks. Are they crucial? Are they going to kill the car? No, not a problem whatsoever. But he's kind of probably want to get him fixed eventually. But I digress. Enough of this car. That's done. I moved him because eventually this is going to leave. I can move this car, but since we're starting fuel in this, I have a feeling it's going to take me a little bit longer, just for the fact that I'll probably run into this or that I don't like, and just not going to be perfect. And yes, it is apparently about to storm hellaciously outside. So that's where we're at right now, and let me show you all the fuel stuff. So we've got -8, -6 RaceFlux fuel line. Big shout out to RaceFlux. Without them, this wouldn't be happening. They fully sponsored this build, giving fittings, hose line, everything. I can't say enough good things about them. Plus, on top of it, the fit and finish on their stuff. You know other big brands, right? We know Vibrant, right? And let's cut to the chase. Everyone knows who Vibrant is, right? I'm really picky about the way the fittings look. Like this has like that brushed look to it, which Vibrant does too. But these actually have Viton fittings in it, or Viton seals in it. So like this is 100% E85 safe, which I really, really like. So every fitting you see here, all the fuel line, everything's from RaceFlux. It's all down below, guys. This is gonna make this a lot easier, but let's start it off here. So we've got -6, -8 fuel line. We're gonna use -8 for the feed and -6 for the return. Then we have these Powerhouse racing clamps. I'll show you guys how to install these. These go under the car and actually hold up the fuel line and everything else. And I actually got the one with dual feed. I'm gonna use this extra provision most likely for a battery line. I've seen some guys run them in the car and some guys run them under. I think that's what I'm going to do. Then we have the holy grail here. We have the Powerhouse Racing hanger, which is a fuel hanger here. You can see the top there, Powerhouse Racing hanger. I'm gonna make a separate video on how to put that together, guys. So if you see this before or after, you'll know that. We are running twin 525 Rouzerville pumps. These are called the Hellcat pumps, the same fuel pump that's used in the Hellcat. They're stainless steel internals and stuff. 100% E85 safe. Both rated, I believe it's either 9 or 950 horsepower a piece. That's on gasoline, guys. So on E85, I would assume I could probably get 1100, 1200 out of the two of these, maybe more. I don't know though. I would say 1100 to be on the safe side out of these twin pumps. And then next up, we have the Radium dampener. This is your fuel pressure regulator dampener. I shouldn't say dampener, this is your regulator. They make a dampener too, but this is a regulator, bolts right to the rail. You'll see that more in depth here. Then this is something new and I kind of wanted to go over with you guys. This is a Powerhouse Racing flex fuel sensor mount. Now, this isn't like any other one. Now, for me, I'm mounting it in a return line, right? A lot of people like to put them in the feed line because that would be the proper way, right? Because there's fuel going through it constantly as soon as you turn the car. Well, this is actually has provisions for -8 fittings. I did a -8 orb to -6 because I put them in return. But what makes this different is the fuel in a feed line, you know, -6 is too small. If you get a -8 line and you got to go down to -6 to make this work with the sensor, well, shoot, that's a choking point. You can't have that. So what Powerhouse Racing came up with, it actually lets fuel go up and around here and back through. So whatever doesn't get to go through the sensor actually goes up and around the sensor itself and up through. So you can actually put your flex fuel sensor in your feed line. Very neat, very cool. This is probably my favorite thing, and they're probably thinking the hanger. But this I've never seen. I thought that was pretty damn smart. Whoever came up with that, Powerhouse Racing, I really, really like that. Then we have the Radium fuel filter. We have a 10 micron stainless steel filter inside of there. It's a -8 on both ends here. I'm using a 45 degree here, and I'll show you why for that. I currently have the mount off. I don't have it here because it's on Tony's car. He ordered the wrong one, so I let him borrow mine or use mine for now until I get mine here, which should be tomorrow from what shipping is. And then the last but not least, the holy grail, the injectors. We have FIC, Fuel Injector Clinic Injectors. Also, a big shout out to them for helping sponsor this build. Without these guys, again, I'm not able to do these kind of things. Fuel Injector Clinic was kind enough to send me a set of fuel injectors. So open this up here. These are 1650cc injectors, stainless steel internals. These are not cheap injectors, but they come with everything. They have the data match technology, comes with a sheet to show everything for your tuner. Easy and luckily for me, I have AIM Infinity. AIM Infinity already has all the information for the 1650cc injector inside of it. So you literally go up, drop down menu, click, gives you all the data, makes the life a lot easier on the tuner. I try to pick something that was either ID, FIC, FID, whatever, that I could give him. Be like, look, you can just plug this in and go. Makes his life a lot easier, makes it a lot faster for tuning for myself, which I really, really like. Again, 1650cc injectors, and then that's everything. So now we have to start taking that bad bitty apart. Watching my boy Calvin again. Like now, if you guys get an understanding why I like these kind of videos, because I like his style video. It's the same thing. I make videos I kind of like. I just like how intuitive his video. I like how he goes over everything. I understand he doesn't have a lot of money either. I know that feeling and struggle, but doing really well. He's up to like 100-some thousand followers. So if you guys want to give him a follow, Calvin's a pretty cool guy. But let's get back to my car. So this should be the last time you see the fuel system like this, and you're probably thinking, well, there's not much you're gonna see. Well, technically you will. This here will be completely gone and mounted down there, which I feel like is going to clean up this whole area. Like this whole intake runner is gonna look so much better over here. I'm gonna have less lines coming down. You won't be able to see any of these lines coming over. That there, none of that will be seen. At an indoor car show, I could really see everything, and it was really bugging me. It's just like this stuff really popped out to me, and it really drove me crazy. So I really need to get away and fix that. So what I'm going to do is start removing all this. I got the tripod set up. I'm gonna try to record every bit of it. I'm gonna cut out the parts you guys don't want to see, but let's try to record every little bit of this swap and removal. All right guys, so you can see we've got the runners off here. What I'm gonna do next is apply some blue tape because I don't wanna drop anything down those runners. I'm not taking those off, they're staying on. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply blue tape to it, just so I don't drop anything down in there. God forbid that would happen, I'd be pretty upset. All right, guys, so I've got, as you saw there, mostly everything out. I've got the old injector sitting here. I started taking the fittings out of the old fuel rail. These are the old FID 1000cc injectors, which actually look really, really, really freaking good. The heads don't look crusty or crowdy, what we're looking for. It probably helped that I ran 93 the whole time. I mean, I shouldn't say I ran some 85 through it, but 99% of the time I ran 93 through the car. So right now, I'm just going through it. I talked to Jose. They're trying to figure out how I want to mount the fuel pressure sensor here. Most likely going to put in the rail here. You know, we're talking about issues with noise in the sensor itself. So the less noise you have, the better. So the last time I actually had it mounted physically in the actual fuel pressure regulator itself, I had an air motive you mounted in, which you guys saw there. Now the new one doesn't have it because it mounts there in the back. So it's a little bit different. So I'm probably going to mount this in the rail and have it tucked down in here somewhere. It's not going to be directly, so it's going to be slightly away. Like Jose said, it's more crucial for the map sensor, so I'm just trying to make sure I do it as best as possible. I want to make my dad proud, aka Jose, because it's pretty much like my father when it comes to this. Love you, Dad! But before we do any of that, let's clean up all this junk in here. It's just crusty and dusty and dirty. Clean all that up, and then let's start putting this back together. Listen to a little bit of Little Skies right now, and turn that off so I don't get demonetized. But yeah, so intake manifold there. What we're doing right now is a couple things. First, what I'm doing is taking the oil here and the O-rings that go for these, that go actually into the intake manifold. I coat those in oil, pop these on there, and then I go over to the car itself, and then I put them back in place. Now you're probably wondering, why are you coating those O-rings in oil? Well, you don't want them to rip or tear, so by coating them in oil, it helps them slide in, keeps them lubricated, and they should last a lot longer that way. So I've got 3 last ones there. I need to remove those old ones, put new ones in, coat them in oil, pop those 3 in, and then I can start putting the injectors in and put the fuel rail back on, fuel pressure regulator, so on and so forth. I'm just trying to do this in order so you guys understand how it works. Now, like I was showing you earlier there, the actual fuel injectors were too tall, right? So they come together like this because they're different sizes, right? Every car's different, every manifold's different, so they make it multiple options. So for me, what you had to do with the FICs was remove the bottom pieces. Thank you, Jose Kaizen Motorsports. Again, I was just not sure which side is better or worse. I mean, I could take bottom or top off. He said keep the top, remove the bottom. Cool with me. So just want to show you for reference there. There's the bottom one on and the top one. There's a top on and bottom off. So all I got to do is literally you take it, wiggle it a little bit, and it pops right off. And I'm putting them back in the box. Just, well, you don't want to lose them because if someone else wants these down the road, they can have them. All right, guys. So I've got the injectors in. We've got the fuel. I keep wanting to call it damper. Fuel regulator in. Again, top hats are on. This is it. It's ready to go in, so I just need to try to be ginger with it. I wish I had someone else to record because I like showing, like, installing the stuff. That's the best part, right? Showing like the install of the parts, but unfortunately it's just me, mono. Maybe one nice burp rhyme. Maybe one day I'll have someone I could pay to help me out, but until then it's just my dumb ass. All right, guys, so it's all back together there. I put all the clips on, so all the wiring's done. It does suck. Jose's probably not even happy too. I hate using a jumper to the injectors, and there is a little play in them. Now my old ones had this too, but if you can see here, let's see if I can get good on camera here. Like, these can move some. See the movement? It's not a lot, but they definitely can move. Now my old ones could too, but stuff like that it irritates me. I'm just like, I just want it to be perfect. I know I can't expect perfection, but I did get to work on this also. Here's our Powerhouse Racing flex fuel sensor mount. Again, all you do is there's 2 little nuts or 2 little bolts right there and right there. Undo those and this pulls apart. You put this in between, cinch it together, and I haven't even tightened it up yet. Sits in there, and there's double O-rings on both sides in there, and then the fuel can go through here and then go around it on top of it. This thing is beyond cool to me. I love stuff like this. So now I need to tighten it up and then start making fuel lines for the car. I'm getting to the point where I'm waiting on parts now. I'm getting done a lot more than I thought I would, to be honest. I'm also going to have to start, organizing all this because this is all going to be for sale. My entire old fuel system, everything, the hanger, the pump, everything's going to be for sale. It was a great system, but I'm trying to go for a lot more power. So I'm going to have that for sale soon. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for this one. There's gonna be a lot more to go yet. There's gonna be multiple videos on this because I'm trying to show as much as you can see. Obviously, you can see it's like a 16-minute long video, which is long for me. So this is gonna be multiple videos. I wanna show as much as I can. I think you guys appreciate that more when I show more in depth and go into it and explain everything. If you don't, then I won't do it. So let me know down in the comments if you like this type of video. If you don't, then I won't do that. I'll just do quick bits, kind of like I was doing in the past, but I'm trying to do more in depth because from my understanding is what you like, but you need to keep me posted on that, guys. You gotta keep me informed so I know what to do. Tony's car done, White's car is up next. Gotta put fuel in this. So many Supra projects. I am the Supra channel. I feel like it's all I do is Supra stuff anymore. I kind of just, that's all I really enjoy. I know this is what I enjoy. If you don't like Supras, then I probably wouldn't come watch me. Thank you guys very much. Do me the favor, go down below, Facebook, Instagram, the website. I got hats, shirts, you know, all that stuff. Thank you guys very much, and I'll talk to you later. Peace!